What is up, everyone? It's Alexandria coming at you with another video. This time I'm actually on camera. On camera. Look at that, people. I'm on camera. So, anyway, I wanted to talk to you, spend a couple of minutes talking to you about my plans for 2020, do a couple of CES predictions, and get the heck out of Dodge. So, first of all, here are my plans for 2020. I am not going to CES this year. I actually thought about it. But I am going to go next year, and it's killing me because I'm actually receiving invites to a bunch of press conferences and parties, and I'm like, wait, I didn't even know you people knew I existed, and they're sending me invites. So that's actually pretty darn cool. And I'm not even, and I just registered as press last week, so they already have my name on a list somewhere. So that's actually pretty darn cool for me. My plan is actually to go to maybe CEA week in June. I think it's in June, which is in New York City. And combining that with the Broadway week. So doing a bunch of Broadway shows at night, hanging out with tech people during the day. That seems like a fun week to me. So I'll probably end up doing that. I'm going to go to CinemaCon again in April, at the beginning of April, mainly because I love Vegas, and I love being treated as a VIP. So Vegas VIP treatment, that's a score for me. I'm not doing. I don't think I'm going doing Comic Con this year. I think what I'm going to end up doing about Comic Con is I'm just going to stay home, cover the event from the comfort of this chair or my new chair whenever I decide to order one. So no Comic Con, and I put a little asterisk in that next to that. If I get lucky into my dream hotel, which is the Hilton or the Hard Rock Hotel, then I would go to Comic Con. But I feel like I've shut that show down. I've been there 10 years in a row. I've done everything there is to do at Comic Con. And then it's just kind of same old, same old. And being going to the WB party last year was like the pinnacle of what I've always wanted to do. And the Marvel panel, those were the last two things that I've always wanted to do at Comic Con. And I got to do them last year. So once I've done that, there's no point in going this year. So I'm leaning towards doing something like maybe Tribeca TV in the fall because I have a lot of great relationships with TV people, so I think I'll be able to get more great coverage at at something like Tribeca TV or the Austin Television Festival. So I may do one of those two events in the fall, and then I may kick off next year by doing Sundance. So that's what I'm planning on doing in terms of trips. As far as the channel goes, I'm still going to do videos, but I run hot and cold, so don't on whether I want to continue to do YouTube because it takes away from me actually running Eclipse. And that's my bread and butter, and I need to get back to actually writing and tapping up my articles and reviews and stuff for Eclipse, which I haven't really done that much this year because I'm being focused on doing these stupid videos. So I'm not sure. So I will try to still do a bunch of videos, but they're not going to be daily videos. I'm not going to promise anything. Like, part of me kind of wants to double down on YouTube. The other part of me is kind of like, it is what it is. To let you know about the status of my Sony 950G TV, I still have it. I'm about 85% sure I'm returning the TV because I would rather have a 2020 TV. However, and the main reason why I want to return it really is I just think it does really terrible HDR, especially with Dolby Vision content. With Dolby Vision content, it's kind of a bloomy mess. I know I've always said that the 950G doesn't have any bloom, but I was watching regular standard 1080p content and 4K content, and in that type of content, there's no bloom on the TV at all that I've seen. But when I try to watch Mandalorian is unwatchable on this TV. The blooming is so bad. It's Mandalorian is just completely unwatchable. And Mandalorian is poorly filmed anyway. And it looks bad on my OLED, but it doesn't. It's not a bloomy mess on my OLED like it is on this TV. And there's other types of content where the bloom is really terrible. And normally that's in HDR, specifically Dolby Vision, but regular HDR seems to be okay. So so it's blooming mess in some types of content, but not all types of content. So the bloom on this TV isn't as bad as people make it out to be, but when it appears, it is bad. So in changing the settings is annoying as crap because you have to change it on each individual content item. It seems like in each individual input. So I never feel like I have my settings properly dialed in, or when I get them dialed in, I'll switch to something else, another content type or another input, and next thing I know, I have to reset everything again, and it's driving me a little nuts. I love 90% of this TV, but it's the other 10% that it's just, I don't know. I just don't know about it yet. So I'm hoping another week with this, I'll decide to keep it, but more than likely it's going back. Now for CES, I've been waiting all year for CES. I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's day of press conferences and all the new exciting news that's going to come out. But honestly, based on what I've seen so far, this year's CES and this year's TVs are going to be pretty lackluster. Don't expect much because Samsung, for the last few years, they've done their own separate event just for their QLED TVs. So I'm honestly not expecting much news regarding consumer level QLED TVs to come out of Samsung's press conference tomorrow. I think they're going to end up holding those announcements off until the end of till like. Until April or May, like they did last year and the year before last. So we won't be finding out about about Samsung QLED TVs until probably May or June. And I wouldn't expect any news out of CES from Samsung regarding their QLED TVs, whether they're going to do mini LCDs or whatever. I don't expect them to talk about anything other than their 8K TVs. TCL already announced their plans that they're going to have a lot of brand new mini LCD TVs coming out this year. I would not be surprised if they announced a 55-inch 8 series, like surprise announce the 55 8 series and say, hey, that TV's available right now. Like they did with the 75-inch TV, their 75-inch TV last year. I think they're going to do that again tomorrow. Only it's going to be for their 55-inch mini LCD TV. So that'll be interesting if they do that and it's available within the next few weeks. I could easily see them doing that. Otherwise, I'm not excited about TCL anymore. I'm done being excited about TCL because TCL TVs don't even come out until October. So anyone waiting on a TCL TV, that's a fool's errand because it's not even going to come out until October because all their TVs have come out for the last 3 years in October, so they're not going to turn around and release new TVs in February or March or April because it's just going to end up ticking off the customers who actually bought their TVs just last month. So they're not going to suddenly start releasing new TVs earlier in the year. So you can't expect any TCL TV to come out until like October, and at that point it's going to be full price. So I don't know what TCL is doing with their release schedule. And not to mention the fact when they do release their TVs, you can't even buy the damn things for at least, a few months because they sell out so quickly. They have poor quality control. They have poor inventory control. So I'm no longer excited about TCL TVs. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they release. And back to Samsung, I am interested in seeing what their bezel-less TV looks like, but these TVs pretty much don't have a bezel now. So a truly bezel-less TV, it's not going to add much to the conversation. And yeah, it's going to look great, but these TVs already have like intermediate level bezels. So fully removing the bezel, I don't think that's going to add to the wow factor all that much. LG is between a rock and a hard place with their TVs. I make no bones about the fact that I'm an LG lover. But that love is kind of waning. That's waning a lot with my B7. But the problem is, OLED as a technology stack already does everything most people would want a TV to do. So you already get the perfect blast. You get the perfect you get the 1,000,000 to 1 contrast. The only thing LG can do with their OLEDs at this point is maybe increase the brightness a little bit, but brightness in pure nits is a stupid conversation because it's just a spec. It doesn't. It's a small part of what makes up a quality picture, and for so Samsung and people who only harp on the fact that Samsungs get 2,000 nit brightness while OLEDs get 5 or 600 miss the entire point of what makes up the entire picture. And OLEDs don't have to have 2,000 points of peak brightness in order to have a great picture. Because for me personally, I find they get bright enough, and I have to turn it down anyway. So they already had the blackness, they already had the contrast, they already had the color space. In all the new technologies that's coming out on the LCD side of the house in terms of micro LED, mini LCD, double wide, double panel LCDs, all of that tech is geared towards getting the LCD side of the house up to the point where OLED already is. The only thing LG and OLED needs to do is kind of work on their burn-in, which I think they probably have already done a lot with the C9s, because I haven't heard too many people talking about C9 burn-in. I think burn-in is kind of an overrated thing anyway, even though I personally had burn-in. So really OLED is kind of like quote-unquote as perfect a TV technology as you can get. And I say perfect in quotes because no technology is perfect. So don't come at me in my comments complaining about my statement. My statement is my statement. I don't really care if you think it needs to be brighter and all this other stuff, because I don't think it needs to be much brighter than it already is. It's already bright enough. I mean, sure, if it could hit 1,000 peak brightness, then it would shut people up once and for all about OLEDs don't get bright enough, and the people who say that are the people who never own an OLED, clearly. So I don't know what LG can do that can make their OLEDs more interesting other than dropping the price. They're coming out with the 48. They confirmed the fact that they're coming out with the 48 with the 48 size panel. They confirmed that last week, so that would be on the show floor. I don't understand the point of a 48-inch OLED. I really don't, but it is what it is, and they're focusing on 8K as well. So the main TV tech that everyone's going to be focused on for CES is going to be 8K, 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 and it's stupid, and it's going to be really expensive anyway, which is probably why they're focused on it. So I don't know. I'm not that thrilled about CES this year. I don't know what the heck Sony's going to be doing. Everyone's saying they're going to be talking about their PlayStation 5. I honestly don't think they're going to do that, because they have a big event that's rumored to come up in February or March. So unveiling the PlayStation 5 tomorrow on their press conference is going to feel like it's reactionary to what Microsoft did with their Xbox Series X. And Sony isn't a reactionary company. They're arrogant. They know they're in the catbird seat, so I don't know why they would suddenly decide to unveil the PS5 tomorrow in like a 45-minute press conference when they're supposed to be talking about other electronic stuff. I know the PS5 is going to be a linchpin to what they're doing, but I don't see why they would. I think if they do unveil the PS5, it would be very similar to what Xbox did with the Series 1X, which is, hey, here's the box, here's what it looks like, and we're out, we're gone. I think really what they're going to end up talking about is their next-gen VR platform. I think that's really what they're going to end up talking about, because they need to go wireless. I kind of want a VR headset, but you can't get the Oculus because it's sold out. I tried the Oculus Go. It's terrible, and it's clear Oculus is abandoning the Go to focus on the Quest and the Rift S. And again, the Quest is sold out everywhere. You can't even get it probably until like February or something ridiculous. So at that point, I lost all interest in even getting a Quest. So I think Sony is in the driver's seat of VR, and I think tomorrow what they're going to do is focus on VR, and they're going to actually talk about their brand new wireless headset. It's the only way they can go with their wireless platform, with their VR platform, untether it from your PlayStation 4, because it no longer needs to be tethered to it, and just go full VR with a full VR wireless platform, and I think Sony will be the king of VR by the end of next year. I'd like to see more VR at the show. I'd like to see Oculus come out with maybe 4K VR. I'm not sure when their press conferences. I haven't seen anything about an Oculus press conference. So I'm hoping there's going to be an Oculus press conference at CES this week. And I'm hoping they debut like 4K VR. That's going to be pretty cool. I'm in the market for a new cell phone. I like to get a new cell phone. I'm leaning towards going Android because I really want to kick all my Apple gear to the curb because it's just been bugging me lately. So yeah, those are my predictions for CES. What do you guys think is going to happen at CES? We will know tomorrow because all the big press conferences are happening tomorrow, starting at probably like maybe 2 p.m. EST standard time. There are a bunch of press conferences today, but they're from smaller companies. I saw the schedule. I forgot what the schedule looks like. But all the big ones, TCL, Samsung, Pioneer, Panasonic, etc., all tomorrow. And I'm actually kind of surprised because normally press conference day at CES is on Tuesday, back when I was going to CES every year anyway. Now it's on Monday, so that's pretty good. So we have all the news that we need to know by tomorrow night. So it's going to be interesting. I hope to do a couple of recap videos on what's announced at the press conferences over the next few days. So watch this space. And if you like this video, hit the like button. Subscribe. I never tell people to subscribe to my channel, and it's sad that I have to tell people to hit the like and subscribe. You know, you're watching this stuff, you know what to do. I shouldn't have to tell you to do that, but unless I do, people won't do it. So anyway, feel free to leave a comment if you could be nice. If you attack me, you will automatically be banned. So I welcome dissension and all that, and the healthy debate, but be nice about it. And you all know the difference between being nice with trying to debate and, you know, being a rude a-hole. If you're a rude a-hole, you automatic block. No more second chances. You just get blocked. That's it. So anyway, talk to you guys later. I'm getting back. I promise. I keep saying I'm going to get back to my regular entertainment stuff, and I plan on doing that soon. But like I said, I have to get back to doing stuff for Eclipse and actually getting my writing in. My writing done, all my reviews and interviews and all that kind of stuff. I got to get back to getting that stuff uploaded because I think I've been pissing people off by not doing it. So anyway, also, the folks at Lucid Sound sent me this beautiful PlayStation 4 headset. I am going to open this. I am going to play with it. I will do a video on it, but I don't need a headset. So I would probably end up, unless this is fully wireless. If it's fully wireless, I'm going to keep it. But if it's wired, I'm going to do a giveaway. And I'm going to give away this brand new PS4 Lucid Sound headset sometime in the next couple of weeks. But first, I got to open it up. I got to play with it. I got to do a review on it because I promised them I would do it. So thank you, Lucid Sound, for sending this over. And I will be doing some videos on this headset. And then once I'm done, one of you guys are going to have a chance to win it. So talk to you guys later. Bye.